So Alex, like, how did like the idea of like SESH come to mind? Was there like, did you have like any like, did it, like just like were you thinking one day like, yo, I'm gonna start this brand with my brother and my friends, and to see like I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. SESH is probably like the style. It reminds me of like old like like old like early like 2013 like Odd Future type shit.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for saying that. Well, like the moment that I really thought of it is when like I forgot like what year it was. I think it was like my seventh grade. But I like walked into the Zoomies and I saw this really terrible shirt that had like a flower design on it, and I was just like, "This is so ass! Like, someone's gonna pay $70 for this. Like, what? Like, why? Like this is literally what people like. Someone like is gonna get up, come to the store, put $70 on the counter and take this home. Like, I could be doing this too, you know." And I don't know. I feel like for me, it just kind of like I just had to at that point because I researched it a lot and I was like, oh, it's not that expensive to make T-shirts. And I already had friends around me that just like already loved doing like graffiti and art and like editing videos, like editing photos, just like a lot of people that were like creatives, a lot of musicians and just like photographers and everything. And I was like, well, I have all the resources to make a clothing brand. I might as well make it.
Nice.
So that's how like that's how I really started with it.
Mm. And how did like the where'd you find the inspiration for like I there's a like the certain logo that I like see on most of like the posts on the SESH IG page where it's kind of like an earth like logo with like SESH. Is there any like inspiration for like the earth
Yeah,
logo type stuff? Yeah.
the globe. Well, I don't really know. I forgot how I came up with that, but me and my friend Joshua Taylor, we were kind of like on this free logo design website, and it's not up anymore, which kind of sucks. But we were just on it, and we were just tossing designs, and like a lot of them were really really bad. Like they were like roses, and it said sesh, or like a dude doing a kickflip, and it said sesh. And like I was just like, well, we have to come like there has to be something that just looks universal, you know, something that it's just like a globe and then sesh, you know, that just kind of it just like it just we wanted to make something that like looked really clean and really simple.
Nice. Yeah, cause like I see you see like logos like for like brands that usually say like something worldwide, but like something about that like globe that you guys added is just like it's like perfect, you know?
It's like it speaks for itself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, our first T-shirt we only like sold some to like friends, close friends. It was like it was the word sesh on the front in the middle, and it was like a dollar sign, E, and then another dollar sign, and then H, right, in the middle, and then on the back it said SESH Inc. And then it had like a black ink earth globe, like you could see like the North America, South America, and then Europe. And I don't know, it's literally the globe, and that was kind of like our first T-shirt, and we ended up kind of growing the page like that. We made like really goofy VHS cam videos
Yeah.
with and it was kind of cool because like we were into like the skate scene, and we wanted to mimic a lot of that and learn from it. And so one of the things that we saw in like skate videos was the use of like a VHS, VHS camera, the fisheye, and all that stuff. And we used to have like this little fisheye that you could attach to your phone, a little clip-on thing, and then we we use an app to shoot the videos, but I forgot the name of the app. But yeah, it's cool. It was a cool design.
Nice. Yeah, because you often see that VHS like type filter, and like it's just like crazy how well that it goes with like specific brands, especially yours, right?
Yeah, it's crazy that like you mentioned that because when we first started making videos, me and my friend Ivan Romero, we were I don't know what came like we kind of just said oh a VHS camera because like we watched skate videos all the time, so we just kind of went with that. And
Mm-hmm.
everything that we did, we just filmed it on that VHS camera, and it just really went along with the whole design. Like the whole brand was kind of built off those videos because those videos were really edgy, and like you said, it was like a kind of like an odd future vibe. Like we kind of just kind of said fuck you to like everything. Like we were kind of doing our own thing, and we just filmed it all with the VHS, and that's kind of where it like started.
Nice. That's pretty fucking cool, I gotta say. And adding on to this whole sesh thing, is there any like specific like influences you guys had, like music or like other brands, artists?
Yeah. Finn's Produce Clothing. He's a really cool guy that we met in Mexico, and he also has a clothing brand where he would just draw designs and just put them on T-shirts and sell them. And that was pretty crazy to me because we were in middle school, and I think he was a senior or a or a junior, I think. But I really looked up to him because he was doing it really big for his age, and I was like, oh well, I'm like I think I was like 12 or something. But just looking up to that, I kind of looked at it and I was like, I still have hella time to do what he did, and he's still doing it like to this day. So he was like the biggest influence, to be honest.
Yeah, shout out to Finn.
Yo, shout out to Finn. If you're watching this podcast or once it's uploaded, just know that you guys are not bleh, or whoever you are, Finn. You gotta invest in some sesh. I'm telling you, cause like you created something fucking cool. I don't know why I keep saying they. Fuck.
No, but that's kind of true too. Like Finn being Finn was was a role model for us like growing up because it was like you said like what inspired us, and it kind of went along with like what he did. He used a lot of like flowers and the theme of like produce, the thing of like uh, uh, animals and like food, all that stuff, flowers, all of that stuff. It kind of it was cool to see that he created a brand that surrounded like or he just had a theme with it. You know, he had a theme for everything, and the designs he made, he drew them by himself, and it kind of uh, it inspired me to like really just figure out what I can do, what can I draw, what can I create, and like make my own franchise, you know.
Yeah.
And he actually helped me out a lot because as of now I've been using the design he made for me. Watch out, buddy, the guy with the beanie, the curly hair, the jacket, and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been using that for a while now, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it the first time. Like I think I asked him to make a photo of me. I asked him, "Can you make a photo of me doing this?" And then I like gave him a sketch. I gave him a little sketch, and then I used a photo of some guy, like standing still, and it's the whole thing just came together well because he traced the body figure, but he drew the face, and I just fell in love with it immediately. And there was a short period of time where like Alex kept making clothing. He made hoodies, he made shirts, and he was just designing a lot of stuff around freshman year. And I was like, well, what am I gonna do? You know, I want to create a brand and I want to create a name. You know, I was like, I gotta do something cool like Sesh Incorporated. I gotta create some cool name. You know, and I just kept looking at things. I was in the bus one day, and while I was writing it, I just kept looking outside, and I was thinking of the weirdest names ever. I kept looking at like the concrete, and I was like, okay, concrete, asphalt. I was like, I just kept adding so many like objects on top of something to create a name. And I think it was one glance at the photo that I was like, oh, it's literally evident. It's right there. It's like, watch out, buddy. And then from then on, I just kind of took the name and the name that the design had, and I rolled with it. It just rolled well. It rolled really well because I don't know. It's like a caution, you know. The guy's his eyes are crossed, you know, and I feel like a theme for that could be like, you know, be cautious, you know, watch out, buddy, you know.
Nice.
I'm probably still developing the theme of it, but I got the designs coming in. I'm making I've been procrastinating a lot on making boards too. I'm gonna be making Watch Out Buddy boards, and it's all under SESH Incorporated too. So
Nice.
I'm not making my own brand, you know.
I'm looking forward to that, and
Yeah.
everyone watching, look forward to some fucking more Watch Out Buddy shit for SESH Incorporated. Alright. Let's see. Let me look at my list real quick. Speaking of that, music. I see that like in your guys' like videos, or a specific one. I can't remember it. I think it was back in 2019. There was a video that you did for SESH where it was basically. Do you guys remember Caden Gates, right? K Dizzle.
Yeah, K Dizzle.
Yeah, I see that you guys featured one of his songs in that SESH video. Do you guys have you guys ever wanted to get like specific artists to like possibly like not only have like their music involved in like your promotion, but also like to like maybe model in?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. It's kind of funny you said that. We have like some unreleased photos with Caden Gates that like I don't know why we didn't release them, but it was the first shirt we ever made, and he was like the first one to model. Like we kind of because he was hanging out with one of our neighbors, so we went over to his house and just like we were like, oh here, I have this shirt, and we just took a bunch of photos of him. But yeah, we kind of like he was like the most local rapper with some clout on him. We were just like, oh, this is a cool guy that we know from like middle school, and like he's pretty cool dude. He's pretty down to earth, and he's like trying to proceed as a rapper or as an artist. And I was just trying to give him like a bigger platform, you know, because at the time I think we had like 200 followers on SESH, and I was just like, oh, I could help him out and he could help me out, you know, because by me putting his song on my like video, that'll give him more like a bigger audience, and it'll also give me a bigger audience.
Nice. It was just like I don't know why it caught me by surprise. Just like, yo, Caden Gates on a SESH video. Like I never thought that would like happen, honestly. Because like, if you look at like maybe his interests and like your guys' interests, it's like completely like different like mirrors.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, cause we've I wouldn't say I'm really close to him, but we've known him for a while, and we like we're kind of mutual friends, I guess. But yeah, it was kind of cool that like when he saw the clothes, he was like, "Oh yeah, this is kind of cool," and that was really crazy to me because like the stuff that he's into isn't really like the stuff I'm into. So that was like kind of like the whole purpose of that whole like video with that song. I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna mix like two crazy worlds together."
Yeah, it was pretty fucking dope.
And not just with them, you know, like we're also like picking up like not just like rappers or musicians, but like I've been trying to commission local artists, like not people who draw, you know, local artists. You know,
Oh yeah.
Like, I've been commissioning them. I've been like DMing them and all that stuff to like create something for SESH or something for Watch Out Buddy, and it like Alex said, it's not just for like my benefit. I'm also like helping them out, you know, like put their work out there, and they're helping us out with just their audience, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a cool way to like show each other's platforms off, you know.
Oh yeah, like it's a nice way to like put some other local artists, not just like clothing brands, but like literal like artists, sculptors, painters, drawing. Yeah, you get what I mean, right? Just like putting someone on that's also from like the same area. It's a good way to connect.
Yeah, actually, talking about music, I've been working on a project under SESH Incorporated that it's called Muerte Radio. I don't know if you've seen some of our posts. We have like a bunch of names, like not just SESH Incorporated.
Oh, like Seshi Murate? Is that what?
Yeah. And you got it too, because most people don't even know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, gotta get that basic Spanish down.
That's right. Yeah, it's just I don't know. You know how like you know how BBC has like those other brands like ice cream and all that stuff, like Running Dog.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. So like that's kind of what like you want to think.
Yeah, so like when we thought of SESH, I was like, well, we have to have more stuff, you know. So we just kind of came up with like SESH y Muertes, like Mort Sport, which is like more of like just like more sportswear and stuff, like Watch Out Buddy, Sapalena. Let me think. Cole Clothing, Evoke. Like we just kind of like just branched out. We really like we didn't want to just stick with SESH because it's like we could, but we also want to like have different categories for different types of like clothing.
Again, like we're also putting like our friends on a platform that they probably don't know about and like can benefit from, you know. Like obviously like how Running Dog and the BBC and Ice Cream, what they do is just like they have their own brand, but they're under like the same like type of like I mean, yeah, it's like they're under like the same website, you know. Like you can look at a tree. There's always roots, and out of those roots, you grow a base, and out of that base, you become diverse, and it just becomes into branches. You know, different branches and organizations. Like how when we did our first pop up, we did it with a couple of friends. One of our close friends, Coleman, and Silas and Carter. Silas and Carter, I think they did Evoke. Was it Evoke Productions or?
Yeah, Evoke.
Evoke Productions. And then our friend Coleman, he did Cole Clothing, and he just did like this sick design of like I think it was a lady. It was a lady with like fruit, like she was bouncing fruit on her head. I thought it was dope. It was a cool like color scheme too, because it was like a yellow shirt, like brown ink. I was like, oh, that's sick. And then the Evoke, they had like an oval shaped head, and like with teeth. And then it was just like it was cool because like when we did the pop up, I think was it 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been 3. Wow, it's been 3 years. When we did the pop up, we had like different stands. We had one on the stage, one by the door, and then our stand was.
No, our stand was by the door, but then there was one across the door, one next to the door, and then one next to the stage.
Gotcha.
And we also had like a bunch of skate stuff in there. We had like a little mini rail. We had a box. We actually made a half pipe under 24 hours just so that we could have people skating there.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it was.
That's
wild,
actually really fucking cool.
Trash,
so bad.
It was trash, dog.
I mean, the effort counts, bro. Like at least like it's not like all the time you see like clothing brands that have pop-ups that are like associated with skating, because I mean most of the time when they do it, it's usually like at like a park or like a skate park or like somewhere that's like skatable, if that's even a fucking word. But like making like a half pipe, that's like fucking courtesy, bro. Like I gotta give props to that.
Yeah, and it's crazy to now thinking about it, just like we literally made a half pipe in under 24 4 hours just so that we could have like kids skating. Like I don't know. Even though it was like a trash like half pipe, like you literally like would drop down and then sink a hole in it. But even though that was like still like pretty, it was pretty bad. It was still a cool idea in our part, being able to put that in a building and have like people come and go and just skate it. Some people were scared too, and apparently like you would be walking out of the door being the shit if you like just went down the half pipe because it just looks scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks scary. It was built unsafely. Everything was unleveled, and it was bad. But it was a work in progress. Now we know how to make half pipe.
And no one was hurt that day, right?
Nah, no one was hurt that day.
I mean,
Really?
at least no one went to the hospital. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did.
No one got hurt. It was a fun day too, cause like it was a fun day because we had a bunch of friends come in. We had stickers. If anyone has like SESH stickers, like just know those are rare. We don't make stickers anymore.
I was about to be like resold on like fucking Grail the minute this drops.
I wish, bro. But yeah, like we that's kind of how it started. We started with like stickers.
Yeah, the stickers are wild. Like we ordered like 1,000, I think, and we just threw them all over the place. Like I would go to school and I'd just walk in the bathroom and like throw them on the floor and like throw them in people's like backpacks if they were open. I was just throwing them everywhere, and like up until now, people still tell me that they have them, which kind of like scares me because if I meet someone that I have no idea like who they are, and they're like, "Oh, I have like," because the stickers were just all baby photos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Fuck.
They were my baby photos, and like to this day, I still meet people, and they're like, "Oh, I have like your baby photo on my like water bottle or on my lamp," and I'm like, "That's fucking crazy to me because like I didn't really think that it would like SESH would be a thing for like till now, and just knowing that people still have those stickers are like in like really good condition. It's just crazy.
True,
That's just crazy to me.
Because all of the stickers that we have, they're like terrible condition. They're tearing apart and fading. But we would also have like our friend Ivan, and I'd have my friend Ivan, my girlfriend, and her friends. Like we would give them stickers, and then they would like pass it around like Mariner, right? And then people would just have like stickers on their phone cases, on their hydro flasks, and all of that. It was just cool. And then I think 2 years ago, I saw someone with a SESH sticker. It was a girl. She was in my textiles and design class. I forgot her name, but she walked in one day with her hydro flask, and then I looked at it, and I saw like the edge of a sticker we made, and so I just kept looking at it closely, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, can you flip like your hydro flask real quick?" And then she flips it, and it's a sticker of Alex. It's Alex's face on the hydro flask. And then I told her, "Oh, that's sick. Like you know who that is?" I was like, "No." Like, "Oh, like where'd you get it?" Like, "I don't know. I just found it." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." Yeah, and then after that, I just like didn't talk to her at all. She just like saw me like spying on her hydro flask and then like did.
That's pretty fucking dope. Like, I mean, shit, I'd be pretty like freaked out if my own baby photo was like on people's like hydro flasks or phone cases. But like, I totally feel that, bro. But like, knowing that people have them in like near perfect condition is fucking crazy. Like stickers of all things.
True. Why did you pick the baby face?
I don't know. It just looks hella sick. I was like, well, if I'm gonna, I don't know. I was just like, oh, this is my baby photo. It's gonna look sick. I'm gonna put it everywhere. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. And another thing about SESH that I forgot to ask: is there any brands or anything, any brands, collectives, whatever you want to call it, that you like want to collab with? Like, yeah, just any brands or any brands, collectives that you like see SESH making a good like collaboration with.
Probably local brands. but
Local
not any
brands.
like yeah, probably just local brands. Because if I were to like, probably like eighth grade me would have said that I would have wanted to like collab with like Off White or like Nike or something, but like that was just like a long time ago. And like to be honest, most brands now are really like they're kind of just sucking people like dry. Like a lot of the stuff that they're doing is like really like it's just really overused and really like
Fucking Virgil, bro.
like they're just I don't know. A lot of stuff nowadays is like fast fashion. I hate that so much. And
Oh
like
yeah, I feel that. I
this,
was like, it's funny. Oh my bad, did I cut you off?
no, you're good, you're good.
All right. I think oh fuck, it reminds me because I in my interview with Corey, we talked about just the same thing of like fast fashion, where like fucking fucking brands that like sell like like the brands they like sell the shirt with like let's say like fucking like a Simpsons character like sipping lean and like smoking a blunt like just quick cash. Like I get what you mean.
Like the It's Lit hoodies or something like that.
Oh my goodness. And like the fucking just like anything that they like steal like the Supreme like BOGO and like put anything inside it and just like sell it for like fucking $30.
I remember H&M released like a hoodie that's a trippin', but it was in like the Thrasher font. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I was like, that's so dumb. And then I remember this one girl wearing it to school, and I just kind of went up to her and was like, oh, you're wearing fake trippin'. That's not real trippin'. She's like, what are you talking about? No, I got this H&M. No, that's not real trippin'. Like, nah, that's not real trippin', bro. And then we just all my like friends huddled around and like bullied her.
Oh my goodness.
But
yeah, like back on the topic of I think I'd only want to deal with local brands, and it would be very few local brands, just because a lot of people like nowadays don't really have this same like passion. Or I feel like I would have to find someone with a really strong passion for clothing, or like the same passion as me.
Like the same like motivation and mindset. I feel.
Yeah, on the same like energy level, to be honest. Because a lot of people try to become like, oh yeah, like I'm a fashion designer, I design clothes, I design this, and they just have like a bunch of like I don't want to hate on those people because they're really putting their work in. Like they like design like dresses and like cut and sew and all that shit. And like that's cool because they're doing something productive with their life, but a lot of people just like say like, oh yeah, I design clothes, and then go on like, what's that one fucking app? It's a
t-shirt app.
It's like it's a
Squid Ink.
Squid Ink.
Oh my god, Squid Ink. Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Squid Ink. Not.
It's like I'm back in the lab and it's like Squid Ink. You know, get out of here, bro. Like I don't know. I just feel like I would really have to find someone that really like is really passionate about it and has like a really good meaning behind the shirt or like hoodie, or they're just like really fucking sick and they like, oh here, look at this, and then like we just like vibe.
I feel that. It's like that's the problem with like what I see with like fashion and just like clothing design in general. It's like I feel like money is like they say, money is the root of all evil. Like people slap on like fucking like what I said, like Bart Simpson sipping lean or smoking a blunt. They want that like fast money because I feel like when they see like their favorite artists like drop something that they think that's like remotely cool. Like I'm not gonna say names, but like they know who they are. Where they just like I've seen it happen. Just like, yo, let me just make like a generic fucking. Like, let me download a font off like a font generator, put something like tacky, and just upload it, sell it for like fucking like $30 a piece. Like it's there's no. I feel like there's no like oh shit, what'd you say?
No, keep going.
All right, like I feel like there's no creativity or no like they like need to like expand their horizons more. You know, like.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people just like, oh, I want to create clothes, and then they think about the money instantly, and that's what ruins it. Because if they think about the money, it's just like I feel like you can differentiate the people that are about the money and the people that are about like the clothing and the culture,
the craft.
Like there's people that actually respect the craft and like just like really enjoy their designs, and I respect those people. But like people that are just like about the money, you can kind of just see where their shit's going, and like it's not gonna end like really well, or like it's gonna end really bad at like in the end.
That's kind of why it's like kind of a side hustle for us right now, because like if we were really about that money, we would kind of we would be like I don't know, keep posting about like sesh. Like we we really don't think of like about the money at all. It's just like it's been what like a year since the last drop. It's been what was the beginning of this year?
Yeah, it was like January of this year.
Yeah, like all of our drops are spaced out because like we're just like thinking of what's the next design. You know, even if the people think the designs are bad, we're still like trying to think about like what is this next design gonna show that that's like scream sesh. You know, like we're building our brand, we're building our theme. We're not just focused about like, oh, I gotta pay rent. I have to sell da 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 amount of clothes on Depop. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More about the quality over quantity. Like, yeah, like what you say, money ruins it. Like the minute, because like you also gotta realize that like it's a process too. Like you gotta like take time because you also gotta get like because like I'm not saying that like I think I also mentioned this in the Corey interview. People that like sort of just I think I already said that like just but not slapping stuff on,
Yeah.
but like getting like once you get to better quality of clothing when you drop it, because everyone starts out. I'm sure you guys did. Correct me if I'm wrong. That start out with like like Hanes shirts, Gildan, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But like once you get to like, because it's like what I said, it's a process, and like once you get that good like profit and that good like money, you'll be able to make more like good quality clothes. But like you got people that just like money is the only thing they see in their eyes when like they want to do this shit.
Yeah. And it's also, dude, because like if you think about it, like, imagine if we had started off the brand with quality. You know, if we had started off the brand with like a leather jacket, you know, like, and we invested so much money into like 15 leather jackets, you know, that's expensive, and like that's money we don't have. Like it would be such a bad move to be able to do that when we don't have an audience, you know. The way we kind of uh, market the brand is by growing with our audience, you know.
For
like,
sure.
Obviously, like what you said about being with Caden, being with like using Caden as a spokesperson or just modeling for the shirts. Like we kind of grew in a way where we were able to bring his audience and his audience to us, and our audience to him. You know, and it grows the type of like the people that like have eyes on you. You know, the people like your customers basically. And
yeah, for sure.
If we were to start off with leather jackets with them customers, like that'd just be the end of us. You know, we wouldn't have been able to like grow at all because we wouldn't have been able to connect with our customers or with just the people. I don't want to say customers because it's just like I'm not like a mall store or a kiosk, but it's just like people that like actually fuck with us.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I don't know if that was a bad analogy or not, but
oh no, that was perfect. It's like, I mean, like if you're gonna start off with quality, you gotta make sure you got that like right budget to like create that shit.
Yeah. But we're growing, and so is our audience, and I feel like we're also like looking again like with how paying homage to Instagram, and a lot of like the TikTok edgy kids are like moving onto there after like Instagram released like the reels. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, a lot of people just started posting their videos and all that stuff, and it's just literally a way to like figure out influencers. You know,
Mhm.
I've been hitting a lot of influencers and like asking him, hey, do you want to collab with our brand? We like your page. We like what you're posting. Do you like us? You know, and there've been responses to that, and I think it's cool because not only do we gain one person as of as an influencer or someone who can like fuck with our clothing, but we gain their following too. Part of their following. If their following likes what we're giving their influencer, then they're gonna like come towards our page, and we're gonna grow with their followers, you know, and then they become our followers, and then we're flooded with followers. Ah,
You good?
yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't fuck. I don't know where I went with that, but yeah, I guess yeah, just being able to reach out to people is important because you find the same interest in stuff, and we don't know who's interested in our stuff, so we have to be able to branch out like that, you know, collaborate with local people, local artists, and especially um, I wanna focus on how like a lot of like the George Floyd stuff happened. I've been I've been learning a lot. I've been learning a lot about how like uh I don't know. I've just been learning a lot ever since like that incident with Ahmad Aubrey, all that stuff. It's not
Oh
just
yeah.
about. I haven't just been learning about like police brutality. That's been a thing. I haven't been learning about um, our system, our corrupt system. Not just that, but I've been also learning about how like us as a youth, you know, if we don't fix these problems like now, like if you turn 18, it's important that you vote and stuff like that, and just try to do the best for your community. But
Mhm.
what what I've been trying to figure out to provide for my community is grow with it, and I want to be able to collaborate with local artists who just local artists of color, you know, who have a story to tell, who have the same interests as us, you know,
Mhm.
the same color, the same story, the same background, same culture too. And I've recently learned a lot about of my culture and of how I've been growing up, and I've looked back at other people's lives who are my friends, and I'm privileged. I'm privileged as fuck. Um, I'm privileged to be in a home with like two parents. You know, I'm privileged to be able to go to sleep with a meal in my stomach, and I feel like that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem towards people's egos. You know, like
Yeah, for sure.
when people don't recognize that they're privileged, they're gonna continue their lives as they are, like privileged. That's it. And for me, being able to expand my thoughts and be able to understand how other people are how other people grew up, uh, it helps me learn like who they are and what community the type of community they've grown up in. And I think it's important too to learn about your culture and your environment and your community, you know, because you never know the type of people that are around your environment and the type of people that influence you. And I feel like a lot of a lot of the kids growing up like around Everett, a lot of the kids growing up in Everett don't really have that outlet to be able to like be creative, you know. And with Sesh and like with Watch Out Buddy, that's kind of one of like my goals from now on too. Because shit, I want to see those kids succeed. I don't like they must have the same ideas as me. We could provide that outlet for them, you know. And I don't know if that's all stacked up. I don't know if that sounds stacked up, but my point is that like I've been wanting to help my community more often, my friends, in order to have them succeed, you know.
Oh, for sure. I 100% like get it. Just like want to give back, yeah.
Yeah.
And like just
Yeah.
create like an outlet for not only like the skating and the music, but just for people that are just sort of stuck in that spot, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's confusing or not, but if it is, the gist of it is I just want to use this platform to help people. You know?
For sure. 100% get it, man.
Being able to help my friends in that sort of way. I might not be helping the world, but I'm helping someone's life. And it's just, I don't know. That's my goal. I don't know. That's just my goal.
For sure. Well, that being said, anyone want to add on before we sort of conclude this? Edwin, Alex?
Could you repeat the question? Sorry.
Oh, just anything you guys want to add on before we sort of like conclude it? Because I feel like we're getting to a good stop here.
I think that's good, to be honest.
Yeah. You got anything to shout out at all?
Let me think. That's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, back on the topic, like Edwin was saying, I'm just trying to give back to like a lot of people that have helped us to get to the point that we are right now.
For sure.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Like we say, yo, shout out to, what's his name?
Oh yeah, shout out Finn Donnelly.
Finn Donnelly. Shout out to Finn Donnelly.
Shout out to Bailon.
Shout out to Carter Halls.
Shout out to Ivan Romero.
Shout out to David.
Shout out to Coleman Hirschman.
Shout out to Luke Busby.
Let me give a quick shout out to Daniel Gomez.
Oh, that's right. The freaking Island Rat Tulip Lovers.
Yeah, bro.
All of those kids.
Give a shout out to Joshua Taylor.
Joshua Taylor. We love you, buddy. Shout out to
Jail to the Bands.
Jail to the Bands. Shout out to Cassandra Perez, Zapata. I don't know. Just shout out to all the homies, bro. I really don't want to leave anyone out. But
just shout out to everyone that's like honestly gotten SESH to where it is.
Such support to us.
Yeah. Like, shout out to London 2000.
Just I don't know. Just a huge shout out to I'm gonna just take this moment to shout out everyone who's just been able to purchase something from us, who thought our stuff is sick. You know, you fucked with our idea, and you've helped us grow. You know, and it just means a lot to me, and I don't know. That's it. Birthday radio coming hopefully sometime soon.
Sometime soon. We're gonna make a new drop. We're gonna hopefully later in the winter we're gonna make jackets, some heavy wear for you guys so that you can stay warm in the winter. Some Christmas gifts.
Cozy season.
Stay cozy.
Christmas X SESH collaboration coming soon.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Nice. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. Oh my goodness, I almost just self-insert. Oh my goodness, for having Edwin Cervantes and Alex Cervantes on the Boys DM podcast. And I just want to say that this podcast has been so much fun. It's probably I know it's only the second episode because I'm still on this shit, but I can't thank you so much because both you guys are probably a part of my childhood. Just because I've known you guys since 5th grade.
Yeah, Carlos.
And it's just crazy.
I love you, right? You've been a great friend of mine ever since 5th grade, and I appreciate you for hopping in and out of my life, man. Just saying what's up, what it do.
For sure.
Shout out to the Boys DM.
Yeah. Well, that concludes episode 2. Leave a comment down below. See who else you guys want on here, or who do you guys want me to get in contact with? Subscribe. Follow the Boys DM Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. All my handles will be on my YouTube page with links. And that's about it. Everyone have a nice day.